from Pop Blitz magazine, and I'm here tonight with
Clint and Bob.
That's not good.
Endless Summer.
Endless Summer right here. This is awesome. It's so great seeing you guys again after all these years.
Yeah, it's great to see you too.
Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
A lot has changed for you guys and for myself, I'm sure. What has it been like? Like, what's the biggest change?
Well, I would say the biggest change is just we've gotten a little older and a couple gray hairs. But yeah, we've been in Nashville for the last 7-8 years, writing a lot and getting ready for this, releasing our EP. So just a ton has changed. You know, I'm married, and
Congrats.
Yes, thank you.
And how do you feel like your sound has evolved in the past 2 decades?
It's a good question. I mean, our sound, it seems like our sound in the past has evolved every couple weeks, you know, which is just really, I think that's common for a lot of people that are, you know, constantly writing, seeing what works. You know, when you're writing as much as we write for a publishing company here in Nashville, there's so many influences, you know, and there's so many different sounding songs, and sometimes you get onto something and you go, okay, I love that for what we're doing, because sometimes you have certain artists in mind when you're writing songs to pitch. And just in the last year or so, we've been writing for ourselves, you know, so now it's a little bit easier. We kind of know what we want to say, you know, the overall vibe of what we're going for. So it has evolved, and I think for a lot of people that have followed us for over the years, it's probably been like frustrated, going like, just pick a name.
Pick a name, pick a sound, pick members.
We're settled now.
So Endless Summer is going to be it now?
Yeah, Endless Summer is going to be it.
You finally developed yourself, your image.
It's a constant evolution. I mean, it seems like every time we go in the studio and every time we record a song, it's evolved again. You know, it's similar now. I think we kind of overall know what we want to do. But it seems like every day it's an evolution, and even when we get on the road and start performing in front of people, that's going to be another evolution, you know, with the show and just with overall, you know.
It's taken some time, but hey,
yeah.
It's good. I like the new sound.
Thank you.
As someone that's a longtime fan, you know, I do like it. And you just performed a showcase here at the Country in Nashville. What was that like?
I mean, I think it was a good turnout. You know, we had a lot of people who showed up, and we had a lot of fun. You know, we played a bunch of things from the EP and probably 2 or 3 new things that we just wrote. It was a lot of fun. A lot of good friends that came out, and we had a blast. Yeah.
It was great. It was great. For all you guys that missed it, I'm sure there'll be videos up soon. So your single from Amen for Women has been blowing up on Spotify lately. Tell us about that.
Well, you know, that song kind of came out. We were fortunate to be put on a playlist on Spotify by a guy named John Marks, who we've known for a little while, and he kind of has believed in us for a couple years now. So he threw us on a playlist, and you know, the reaction's been great. You know, it's always nice to see people resonating with your music, and you know, our gauge from that is just people that are coming to our Facebook, coming to our Twitter, and other formats to say, hey, we heard your song on Spotify, and we really love it. So it's always really cool to make new fans, and hopefully reconnect with old fans as well. See if they.
I think your Facebook Lives have been accomplishing that.
That's kind of been the goal for us with Facebook Live, is to get some new ones, but also reconnect with people that from our history, and you know, let them know that we're still making music. You know.
Yes, and you didn't have all these tools when you guys were starting out.
It was a different world.
It's a different industry.
Different industry. But, you know, you just have to just keep doing what you do and just let it fall into
Does that
place.
make us sound really old?
I'm just as old, if so.
It doesn't even exist in our prime.
We still look young, right, guys?
It is really amazing, and you kind of have to embrace it, and because there's so many positives that come with it, you know. As long as you can kind of put the phone down at some point during the day and appreciate the things that are in front of you.
Yes.
Social media, you know, there's so many great things, and reconnecting with people is one of them.
Totally agreed. So I know you guys are recording. Tell us about the new album. What can fans expect to hear?
Well, I mean, I think that they can expect to hear kind of a bunch of different things. I mean, there's a lot of different feels on the record. But just kind of what we're feeling right now. It's just like we want to have fun. I mean, that's kind of what our whole motto is, just to go in the studio, have a blast, and the songs reflect that. I think the production reflects that, and I think that's what you get from listening to the record. You know.
Awesome. Do you guys have a favorite song?
The newest song that we write, I think it seems like that
changes every day.
But I have to say, well, some of the newest stuff is my personal favorite, but I feel like I'm at a place right now where everything we're deciding to put on the record is just my favorite. You know, I mean, it's a difficult question. I think Day I Die is becoming one of my personal favorites because the reaction that it's getting from people is really exciting, you know, to see something that people are, you know, resonating with so strongly.
I really liked that first song you played. What was that called? Yeah, Tonight.
Cool. So that's the name of the song, and
it was cool.
Thank you. We tried to do that. That's just a fun up-tempo song, you know, and I think it's really in this environment, in the live environment, it's really going to be where that song, you know, showcases what it's about. But it's also a cool track on the record. I don't know if it's ever going to be a single. Who knows? But I think that for the live environment, I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah. So some fans sent in some questions, if you guys don't mind. And one of them was actually, what happens to songs that do not go on your album?
Well, I mean, since we've been in Nashville, back in Nashville, we've probably written, 300-400 songs. And so those songs, I mean, they live on. You know, they go to song heaven for a while, but you forget about them. But you never know. I mean, we listen to our songs all the time, and we go back to our catalog and listen to some things and see if something might feel good. And we do that a lot. So, I mean, and our publishers, are pitching the songs all the time. So they could wind up on records. They could wind up on our records someday too. So, once you've written a song, it takes on a life of its own.
It's great news for fans. And also, a lot of people have been wondering, are there any plans to tour outside of Nashville coming up?
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of the goal for us right now is to get our single out on the radio back home in Canada. And hopefully, the people are going to kind of let us know, if they want us to be in Canada more often.
Canada, Asia, all over, I've been hearing.
We'd love to go back. I mean, it's we miss all those places. And we really are excited about getting out and playing live.
Yes. And everybody's been wondering if the single is going to be released to other countries as well.
Yeah, I mean, again, we're doing it at the beginning right now. We're doing it pretty much independently. So it's about connecting with people, building, one fan at a time, and then if it goes well, then we'll be anywhere they want us. We'll just show up.
Got that? So check them out, share, request.
Spotify Canada put us to #1 on the Canadian viral chart, which was kind of an indicator to us that Canada really wants us back. So, anybody watching from anywhere else around the world, Philippines, Thailand, Australia, Germany, wherever, if you guys want us bad, let us know, and we'll see it on the Spotify viral thing. They'll tell us.
That's right.
They will. They will tell you. I had another fan write in wanting to know, do you have any plans on working with Scott again for some music?
Not at the moment. We talk to Scott all the time. We talk to him, every week, a few times a week. And he's doing his own thing right now. He's writing a lot of stuff. And, we've written some songs together, but there's no plans right now to work together. No.
But Scott and Dave are both doing well.
Yeah, Dave's doing
They're
great.
both doing great.
Great. What is the best way to tell you guys apart, like personality-wise? Because looks-wise, obviously.
I don't know, because if I say one thing, he could be that. He could take on that trait the next week, So.
But are you saying personality, like not look-wise?
Not look-wise, personality. Would you say that there's a definite?
Not really. I think
I feel like when I was younger, I was definitely more serious.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm as.
No, you're actually. I would say that you're less serious than I am.
I think he's more serious now.
Yeah, it's
See,
kind
we
of
split
reversed.
roles. We got bored of one role and then we just
You
split.
switched. Gotcha.
Nobody plays the victim in this relationship. Nobody plays the aggressor in this relationship.
Yeah.
We just flip the script.
Nice. Well, Now, I mean, I can tell you apart right now, but there's been times, you know.
Like physically?
Yeah, that too.
We try.
Except in the early days when with the one long, the long hair and the short hair. But and then last fan question, they wanted to know: have you started your own label? There's been talk. There's some rumor going on about a new label.
Yeah.
Cruising, man?
Right now, we're just we're doing everything independently. It's not on our own label. We're releasing in Canada under Road Angel, which is an independent label in Canada, and so there's no plans right now for us to have our own label.
I think independent is the way to go nowadays, personally.
Yeah, well, I mean, for us right now, it just seems to be the thing that is going to work for us. So.
We're not like
good.
Instead of wasting time waiting for somebody to say yes and these things, it just makes more sense for us to just
do it
ourselves,
yeah.
And then we're always open for business,
Do what you want, how you want it, your image, your sound, your way, right?
Exactly.
Well, I wish you guys the best. Do you want to give everybody your social media links so that new fans can check you out, or old fans that want to reconnect?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. It's facebook.com/endlesssummermusic. And Twitter is endlesssummerhq. And
the Instagram is endlesssummermusic.
endlesssummer_music. That's pretty much...
We're active on all
of it. So, check us out on those platforms.
Take tons of selfies. And so you can just be prepared for a selfie probably every day.
Awesome. We'll check them out, and then check out @Pop Blitz Mag for all the stuff with Endless Summer and other artists. All right. Good chatting with you guys.
Appreciate it.
What's up, everybody? It's Tracy.